You know, I don't like to work with another engineer. There's two schools of thought, obviously. Two heads are better than one. One head is better than two. Each individual situation is different, and I will quote a little George Martin. George Martin says that two people in complete compatibility are definitely better than one person. But one person, in many recording situations, is somewhat more effective. Here's an example. As an engineer, I perform MIDI sequencing, synthesis, sampling, studio recording, mixing, even mastering. As the engineer and the producer functioning as one person, I can look ahead 4 or 5 steps like a chessboard and sequence a MIDI track in such a way, because I know I'm going to do this with it on the console, or I know that I'm going to eventually add to it in some way later on. And just the pure idea of having to explain that to somebody else and watch them do it when I know full well it would be done by now. It's very difficult for me. So I'm a student of recording technology. My hardcore academic background is in signal flow and routing and using signal processors and digital audio, and I did a lot of physics in college, and I feel like I have a command of the studio equipment. And definitely I evolved as a producer from an engineer. Nobody just becomes a producer. You're either an artist, a musician, a manager, engineer, or something first. And my genesis is as an engineer. And so I just feel like I have a command of those skills, and I really don't use other folks. And I know that wasn't your initial question. Your initial question was, do they come into conflict with each other? And I think not. I think that the two skills, the production skills and the engineering skills, in one person's head can only be compatible, because I can discredit things. I can have a little conversation with myself and nobody even knew that it happened. Oh, I wanted to do this. Oh, no, I want to do this. Oh, I'll do it this way. Okay. Yeah. And it's very quick and effective, and it seems seamless to the client. I would like for the client to pretend I'm not even really there at times. And when there's only one person, that person has a certain sort of intimacy with you. It's just me and them in the studio. The vocalist and me, the producer engineer. And too many cooks in the kitchen can really ruin your stew, To fully answer the question, though, I have done some more large-scale big band recordings. I just recently recorded and co-produced the music for the Chicago Bulls intro season. We took that Alan Parsons song, Sirius, and we, under the supervision of Andy Wachowski, who's the Matrix director, this was all his idea, was to make a new 2.5-minute intro video for the Chicago Bulls, because he thought that the old video sucked, and as well it did. And being a Hollywood film producer, he could just whip up a new one and get some free season tickets. But I worked with another producer on that project, so it's kind of relevant to this topic. And if you're in complete compatibility with that person, you can really get things done quick. We produced this whole 3-minute intro video music track in about 2 days with 4 musicians and me and a producer. And it was quick. So it can be a very valuable experience to work with somebody else, obviously.